comes to just out of the rankings of the movie itself compared to the rest of the Marvel movies, I would have to put it on the lower tier. I have to agree with Fonz really on that. But my old lady had a different take than his. She was very empowered by it. And to me, it made me more excited about the movie than I probably normally would if I went to go see it by myself. Because I mean, as a man, I mean, I don't understand, how women feel or think. It's just to me. And so how I looked at it after we was talking about it and everything, because she's haven't really been into the Marvel movies until she started getting with me, and then she's got into all these comic book movies. She's like, "What have you done to me?" But she was excited about Wonder Woman. But then she was really excited about this movie. I mean, like, she was so giddy that she went back and seen it again with her mom and her friend.
Wow.
Like just 3 days later.
My daughter was the same way, bro.
Yeah, and I think and what her thing was that it was just the empowerment. Like, you hear those things about women, they can't, what they can't do, things better than men. They're not strong enough.
Yeah, they were fighter pilots.
Yeah, they're just and all these things that culminated to her trying to get her memory back and all that stuff. I got the premise of it. I also got the fact where when she was, when people were saying she was kind of dull, she seemed she was part of the Kree, and the Kree were a dull species themselves. They were more assimilated than they were witty or charming, but she would try to bring it out every once in a while. And every time right in the beginning of the movie, when she tried to say a joke, the old dude sit there and told her, "Hey, what have we told you about the jokes?" You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so. Yeah. She was trying to bring pieces of herself that she lost, and then gradually it came through. The thing to me is that I look at it is why I'm excited for the movie for women is how I felt about Black Panther as a person of color. And, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that everybody could can look at Black Panther and say, whoa, seeing these people in this high, seeing people of color in this high prestige way, just like upper echelon, just better technology, the swag, just everything about what was going on with Wakanda was just insane, right? And then so like it gave an empowerment to a lot of people. And I understand that these are comic book movies, but I think that Chuck and you, we've talked about this before, that it just did something to just kind of make you go out with your chest bowed out, and that's the same way that she felt when she left the theater. She kind of bowed up, like
so I chest out a little bit.
Yeah. So I looked at it as a positive thing, but of course, it wasn't that much action. The plot was pretty. You kind of understood what was going on beforehand. I agree with Fonzwelli on that 100%. But I would have to put it in the same. But out of the origin stories itself, I found it to be better than my favorite Avenger, which is Captain America. I got Captain America all over my room, and of Thor's was probably the worst out of all of them, in my opinion. And then if you look at it, and then I think it's also better than Iron Man 2. So yeah. It's not, and also better than
Thor. You're right about that. Thor: Dark World was horrible.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was the worst one out of all.
Yeah,
I would put it above a few of those movies as well.
Yeah. So
I would put it like in the mid tier,
lower tier.
And also, you got to throw the first Hulk movie in there too. The Incredible.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The first Hulk movie was terrible. It was bad. So it's in that middle echelon. But as an origin story for an empowerment, I that's why I give it. That's why I see why it's doing the numbers that it's doing. I just feel like it just got a lot of women excited. And then again, one more thing that my old lady brought up was that she related more to this movie than she did Wonder Woman because it was set in the 90s. And so like the music, the nostalgia, all that other stuff that was involved into that, the way that they dressed, the way that they had their hair and all that stuff, she was just all giddy about it.
I ain't think about that. So you're right.
Yeah, she looked at that from like just watching a movie and then just getting into and just enjoying the character. And then she also cried when the friends got together and she was trying to tell old girl, look, hey, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I had your back, what happened to you? And
her and Maria.
Yeah. So, and then also Fonzarelli, I think what they're doing with the story plot is that the little girl is going to be Photon in the future.
Yeah,
man,
I hate that, bro, because she was Captain Damn Marvel. She was like the first female captain who took on that moniker.
Marvel, yeah.
And the thing is, in the comics, if you look at Monica Rambeau, and she was stronger than Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel. She was stronger than her. Monica Rambeau is one of the strongest characters in the MCU. Period. And I just don't think they're going to do her justice, because she could actually she could use all types of energies, every type of energy, which with Photon, I think they're just going to focus on photon energy, and they're going to nerf her in that respect. And also I feel like, you know, just taking away her father was a big disservice to the movie. Really huge, because she looked up to her father in the comics. He was a huge integral part of Monica's story. So that kind of pissed me off, man. That really, really rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm surprised not more people are talking about that.
Yeah, no, I totally
Why
agree.
most people don't remember. That's
right. And you got to understand this.
Or don't know.
She's very not well known. Like if this was a Spider-Man origin or something like that, people would dissect it like you know, like a frog. But she's new. There's not too many people have read the comics about her or even know her origin story. So that's why Marvel can get away with it and kind of twist things, because even the most diehards, you know, they might read other things like Cloak and Dagger, and they probably just.
But the thing is, it's like here's where I say, you know, that comic book folks should know who